Hi, and in this video we're going to be talking about understanding your niche. So by now you should have chosen your niche and you're probably really excited to get going and start building the site. But it is important to take a little bit of time to make sure that you're understanding your niche correctly. Now, the reason why it is important is for a couple of reasons. So number one, you need to be able to present the information and search for topics that you're going to be posting about on your site, and you need to know what sort of content is actually in demand. And you know, it's a little bit of a boring task to do this kind of research, but it is actually necessary unless you are really familiar with your niche. If you know the niche, you've operated in it before, you understand what the problems of the people in that niche are, then you know it's probably okay and you can do it very quickly. But if not, if you've chosen a niche that you don't really know much about, then I do recommend spending 1 to 2 hours and just browsing around and trying to understand exactly what the problems of your niche are. So you need to get them, and you need to, for example, to build the email list in the niche, you need to be able to offer them something that's of value. And depending on the niche, it could be a problem, but it could just be an interest. You know, for example, in the travel niche, it's not necessarily a problem. They don't really have a problem with travel, but they're interested in travel and they might want to know where to go, or they might want to know the most beautiful places on earth, or how to get cheap airfares, all of that kind of stuff. And then, of course, for example, in the health niches, they will have problems. So when I'm saying problems, it doesn't have to be necessarily a problem. It can just be an interest, which is also a problem that's applicable to certain niches. So the way to do this at a high level, and I'll show you a quick walkthrough now, is to essentially search niche-related forums and just see what kind of questions can keep reoccurring. You can also read Quora, Quora.com. It's a good site where you can search and see what kind of questions people are asking. You can also look on other blogs and see what sort of questions people are asking in the comments. And then you essentially write it all down in the worksheet. So I've prepared worksheet for you. You can just check below this video and you'll be able to use this worksheet. I've created this worksheet so you can use this worksheet to record everything. So let's get into it. Essentially, the niche that I've chosen myself is going to be traffic plugins for WordPress. That's going to be the demo site that I'll build along with you guys, and I'll show you exactly every step of how I'm setting the sites up. Obviously, you don't have to be in the WordPress plugin niche. You can choose something else, and I'll just go through the steps here that I would follow to, if I didn't know the problems of my niche, what I would actually do to ascertain whether that niche has potential or not. So first thing that you would do is, you know, good research medium is a forum. So I know, for example, for plugins or for internet marketing, a good forum is Warrior Forum. You know, if you were in some other kind of niche, so for example, if you were in a golf niche, you would go and you would try to find some golf forums. And Australia's greatest golf forum. So let's see if this one is any good. And you would essentially register if you have to. If you don't have to register to read some posts, then that's okay as well. You could just browse them and then try to find some kind of a thread where people are asking questions. So ToolTalk, Equip Me Academy. So there you go, need some help or instructions as part of your game. So you could actually go in here and you could see what kind of stuff people are asking about. Chipping with claw grip, new irons fitting options, golf schools, back to an interlock grip. So, you know, you could read all of those things and see what sort of stuff people seem to be interested in. Okay, so that's one way of researching the common problems in your niche. Now, the next method is Quora. So Quora.com. would be another place where you could search. So you could type in something like golf and you could see what kind of stuff actually comes up. So here you can read all of the questions and you can read the answers, and that will give you a bit of a perspective on what sort of things people are asking. Now, the other thing that you can do is just research on relevant blogs. So what you could do is type in blog learning play golf. A blog for golf beginners. Okay, so that's a blog. So another thing you can do is search for something like this, how to play golf for beginners. Comments. So comments will just bring up actual blogs which have comments on those pages. So if you hit search on that, you'll be able to see different pages that come up. And then you just need to open up a few pages. I was just doing a little bit of kind of research for this video. Basically, the one that I found has got some questions is this one here, Golf Guru. So how to coach a beginner golfer. Then, you know, at the bottom, they've got 26 comments. So you can go through those and see what kind of things people are interested in. So just get a really, really good feel for your niche and then fill out this worksheet with the common problems that keep coming up and what is the solution. That will just equip you for the rest of this course so that you can actually start coming up with content and taking the angles that make sense for your target audience. So hopefully all of this makes sense. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.